Welcome to our Sunday meditation. I would like to remind everyone that there is a take-home tool about the senses and how they help to relieve stress, anxiety, negative emotions, depression, some of the things that lead us to addictive tendencies. You can use this meditation as either a centering practice to deepen the understanding of the take-home tool, or you can use it after the practice throughout the week to develop brain function that will improve the sensory relationship between your brain and your body. So to begin the meditation, I just invite everyone to take a deep breath, to relax your body and your mind. Feel your shoulders drop. Your breath becomes slow and even. As you relax, I want you to become aware of your body, of your sensory system. Be aware of where your feet are right now. Are they tucked under your body? Are they sitting on the floor? Just be aware of where your feet come into contact with either clothing or the floor or your body. Heighten your awareness about that place of connection, where that contact occurs. As you allow that awareness to sink in, take the opportunity to recognize other parts of your body, where they might be in contact with a chair, with the floor, with your clothing. Be aware of where your hair, where it might touch your body. If it's long enough, it might touch your face or your shoulders. If it's not, you may actually be able to feel where it's connected to your scalp. Now take a moment, and what I'd like you to do is you can do it with your hands if you like. You might be able to do it with your feet if you're not wearing any shoes or socks, where they sit next to each other. But if you can do it with your hands, take one hand and run it along your arm or your leg or your foot or whatever's convenient, and try to differentiate between the sense in your hand of touching something versus the sense of your body and being touched. This is a good mindful practice you can do anywhere if you're ever in a line and stressed about being late, or if something in your environment is triggering you. This practice of trying to feel both the sense of touching and being touched is an easy to access meditation practice. To move beyond the sense of touch, become aware now of the sounds in your environment. Do you have any clocks in the room where you are that you can hear now that you might not hear all the time? Are there sounds outside? Like the sounds of nature or of vehicles driving by? What is the ambient sound in your ears? Do you hear it like a buzzing noise or like a slight ringing? Our ears are always processing information. What do you hear? And now connect with the senses of smell and taste. These often work together, or at times you may have more of an experience with one over the other. Is there a taste in your mouth right now? The remaining flavor of something that you've recently eaten. The memory of a taste. From the past. Memory of a flavor from the past. Is there a scent in the environment where you are? Are there multiple scents? Are there overlapping smells that join together to make a new, unique smell? Or are there multiple smells that you smell separately? What about sight? If you have your eyes closed, do you see anything on the back of your eyelids? Do you see a color or pattern? Do you see images? Or if you choose to open your eyes, what is in the space around you? Are there things you're noticing now that you might not have noticed before? How are you affected by what you see? Do colors or patterns have a strong impact on you? Take a moment and be aware of how your mood is affected by the things you see and taste, smell and hear. How touch affects you. And as you contemplate that, I want you to just dig a little bit deeper and connect now with your internal body, what I call the sixth sense, which is that internal feeling body. How do you feel inside? Are there any areas of your body that aren't feeling optimal? Or you might have illness or injury. Is there any residual tension that has any of your muscles tight? Internal sensory awareness is a critical part of the brain to develop. To be aware when something is or isn't optimal for our body can give us significant advantage in maintaining health and wellness and feelings of being centered and grounded. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave you to your meditation, and I would like you to connect with your internal body and to contemplate your senses. What senses are most easily agitated? Is it more likely a sound, something you hear, or something you see that might trigger you? Do you react strongly to certain flavors or scents? How do you feel about being touched? We're not judging anything or trying to change it. We're just having awareness. And as you contemplate that, contemplate as well what senses are most soothing to you. Are you more soothed by the sound of something like the ocean? Or are you more soothed by something colorful or visually pleasing? Is taste a comfort to you? Just be aware. Again, no judgment. And then remember to articulate your awarenesses. I've given you a series of questions to contemplate. And you can use those questions all week with your daily journaling. Or you can just do them as a practice today. See what it means to become aware of yourself at a sensory level. So again, I'll leave you to your contemplations. I look forward to connecting with you again next week. I hope you enjoyed the journey.